What's up everybody and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I want to demonstrate to you the Marshall JVM410HJS, the Joe Satriani signature amplifier. So thank you very much again for tuning in and hope you're having an amazing day just like I had. So before we now talk about the amplifier and listen to the tones, let's first talk about the setup which I'm running this through so you know and understand what you're listening at. So first off, I come into the signal chain with my Harley Benton do-it-yourself Partscaster, which has a Seymour Duncan SH5 in the bridge and a self-wound pickup in the neck, going into this pedal board over here where every single pedal is disengaged at the moment. We got three different boosts. We got the MXR modified or MXR custom badass modified overdrive, a Horizon precision drive do-it-yourself, and a Maxon OD808 do-it-yourself. That then goes into the amplifier. The amplifier in turn goes into a power soak or a power attenuator, and that goes straight into the line interface input. From there on, I have loaded and I've hooked up the GGD Studio Cabinet Cali Oversized Edition plugin. So basically, you are getting the best tones from Adam Nolly's Get Good's personal Mezzo Oversized Vintage 30 collection. So nothing to complain about that. Yeah, now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about this amplifier in particular. There are a few things which are different to the original JVM410 based on Joe Satriani's specifications, but let's first talk about the general stuff over here. So this amplifier is a 4-channel full tube amplifier, has I think 100 watts, and it consists of 4 channels, which each of the channel has 3 different modes. So we got a green, we got an orange, and we got a red mode, kind of indicating different gain stages. The channels are modeled after, or even the modes are modeled after certain classics from Marshall, starting from the 6100 in the clean channel up to the JCM 800 in the crunch channel, and also to a full-blown hot-rodded modded JCM 800 also in the overdrive section. I don't know exactly what amplifier is modeled after or which mode is modeled after which amplifier, but there's some information out there also on the official Marshall website. On the back, we have the usual connectors. We got the cabinet output. We got FX loop send and return for a serial FX loop. We also have the power amp insert and the preamp output. So that's a nice feature over there where you can basically just go out to maybe a board, with the preamp out. You can basically go to a mixer board or into an interface, for example, and then load your impulse responses or your cap simulations. So that out of the way, let's talk about the differences from this amplifier to the original JVM410. So one main difference is the overdrive 2 is the same as overdrive 1. According to Joe Satriani's specifications, I think the mid have slightly different frequencies, but not so much that it would really fall into the category of having a different sound. Another feature which I personally like a lot and I would really appreciate is that here at this place, we don't have reverbs for every individual channel, but instead we got noise gates for every individual channel. Really cool feature. The master section is the same like the JVM410. And with that said, and that out of the way, I first want to run through all the different modes. We got 9 in total, basically, if we take out the OD2 out of the equation. And I got all the knobs set at noon. So we're basically just doing an A-B comparison. For the sake of A-B comparison, I will play some thrashy riffs over the clean channel. Apologize for that one, but we'll dig into clean channels at a later point in time. Here we go. This is the green mode and the clean channel. So I did all the clean modes on my neck pickup. Now I'm switching over to my bridge pickup since there's a little bit more attack and twang coming out of that. Moving over to the green mode of the crunch channel. And for one last comparison, I'll now compare the red mode OD1 to the red mode OD2, both having all knobs set at noon. Let's go and start with the OD1. I can hear a little bit of a difference. The OD2 is actually a little bit more muffled, to be honest, but this could also be due to the fact that potentiometers always have kind of 10 to 20% of tolerance. So even if you set them all at the same level, it might be that there are drastic differences in the actual resistance behind the potentiometer. So, that out of the way, you now already could see that the JVM is highly flexible in the different tones it can come up with. Let's actually now take a look at the different channels a little bit closer with a little bit more appropriate playing. So here we got the clean channel on the green mode. Now, you already can hear that it's a very nice, compressed, I would say thick, rather thick clean tone. I'll now tweak a little bit around with the knobs over here. So I'm now putting them in a little bit of a mid scoop. I'm also pushing up the resonance a little bit. Here's what we got. So that definitely is a nice clean tone. With the orange and the red mode, we're just getting a little bit more gain out of these respective sounds. So pretty cool clean tone. I could easily imagine that with a cool chorus that you get an absolute kick-ass sound out of this very lush, transparent chorus sound. So, but we're all about high gain on this channel, so let's go rather into the crunch. But, however, starting off with the green channel and going into my bridge pickup. What I immediately miss is the attack and the twang, so I'm pushing up the treble. Also here I'm slightly scooping the mids, and I'm going and rolling over a little bit more bass into that. But I'm pulling away the resonance out. So that already gives us some very bitey crunch sounds. And if we push it even further with the red channel, then, or with the red mode, then we got this. I think that this mode is already trying to replicate a JCM800 or even a modded one for more gain. You already can actually get into high gain territory with this. Let me put a little bit more gain on it, and let's play some thrashy riffs. So that already is a quite usable tone. I'll back down the bass a little bit. I'm leaving the mids as they are, pushing the treble like really hard, and let's go for it. So that's a really cool tone. Now, moving over, backing down the gain a little bit, and instead going with a classic booster overdrive setting with the Tube Screamer do-it-yourself kit. On this setting, I think there could be a little bit more bass. Let's go with that one. We can actually scoop them. Gotta get a little bit away with that. So, pushing the mids a little bit more. Sorry, pushing the gain a little bit more. So that already brings you very close into high gain territory. We will eventually play around with a few more boosts at the end or at a later point in this video. Let's move into the OD1 because that's where all the magic's happening. I'm first starting with the green channel without any boost engaged. So already there, again, I can hear that I need more treble, at least to my personal taste. Anyways, that is. So I'm leaving the mids on noon and also leaving the bass on noon. Putting on the boost again. You're sometimes hearing that, you know, that hissy noise. That is because the amplifier, due to the power attenuator, is working on, let's say, band service level. So the loudness level is as if you would play with a band, and I'm super close to the amplifier head. So it does not indicate any quality issue. It's just me being too close. You know, it's just the nature of what it is. So, yeah, but let me disengage that boost. Hang on. There you go, buddy. And let's switch to the different channels. And let's go to the red channel. Now the red channel is really thick, overcompressed. I think that if you play slower riffs, drop tuned a little bit, then you might get a very good tone. Let me try. You get that very nice, I don't know if you can call it sludgy, but you know, that thick slow response from the amplifier. Very Marshall-y, gnarly tone. Very what I would call British. Yeah, but I really like it. I really dig it a lot. Anyhow, let me tune my guitar back. So, yeah, let's check out a few other features. So I'm pushing the gain back on just to exaggerate and to kind of showcase the gate. Now, if we click on the gate over here, you have the four threshold knobs over here. This one is for OD1. And let's listen at the noise level. And so now I would just go ahead and put that threshold knob up until this is a solid red. So you can hear that the sustain of the guitar is being preserved. It's not really being cut off anywhere like a hard cut or something, while the attack is super quick. So when you play like fast notes, fast chunky notes, like this, let's say stop go, which is in gent or something, you know, then it really can catch up with that to a certain extent. Really cool feature. I really like the noise gate on this amplifier. Really kicks ass. What else have we got? We got the master over here. They're just two different master volumes. It's just, you can make a solo boost or something in that respect. You got the effects loop, which you can activate over here, but you also can activate it through the huge chunky foot switch, which comes with the amp. So there's that. Now, let me move over to to basically a few more thrash metal tones, because I think that's where my core strength is at. I want to show you how different boosters react to this amplifier, because I have some really cool tones, or I think that there's some really cool tones at stake with this amplifier. Let me go into the crunch mode, the red channel, because I personally like the sponginess and the response of this channel very much. So this is what it sounds like straight out of the box. This is the tube screamer setup. Now there's a mid hump to the tube screamer, which I personally don't enjoy too much on this amplifier. Of course, you could now try to go ahead and take out the mids or something, but my personal recommendation would either be using a Horizon Precision Drive or some sort of more modern boost. Or my personal favorite on this particular amplifier, kind of a sleeper boost out there. Didn't see too much YouTubers or in general players using that one. The MXR Custom Badass Modified Overdrive. This one is really kick-ass. Now check this out. This is the original sound. So it does something, the MXR does something to the amplifier. It tightens up without actually taking too much low end, which I really like a lot. Let me move over, since I forgot one small feature. On the overdrive one, we got, or on the overdrive channels in general, we got this mid shift over here, which changes the mid frequency response a little bit, or the sponginess of the mids, I would say so. Let me now dial back the gain a little bit. Let me scoop the mids a little bit. Let me put that bass on there. Yeah, because basically mid scoops are fucking metal. So, yeah, so this is the MXR with the Marshall on the orange OD channel and without the mid shift. So I think this amplifier has a lot of different cool thrash, classic metal tones to offer. Yeah, there's plenty to be explored with this amplifier. I think it's a super kick-ass addition to Marshall's collection. A little bit different than I kind of remember how the JVM410 sounds. A little bit more rounder, a little bit more of a rock machine instead of that metal thing which they kind of published. But nonetheless, a superb amp. Nothing to complain about. Yeah, so that's from my side. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this video. I hope you dig it so far. If you do, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and hope to see you in one of my next videos. Take care. Bye.